Hey guys, how's it going? I'm down here at Motech with Mike.
Hello.
I'm back down here today to get a Remus exhaust fitted, which I'm very, very excited about. I'm really happy with my car as it is, but there's two things that are majorly wrong with it. Number one is it sounds a bit like a
washing machine with a brick in it.
Or a Tesla.
Oh yeah, you can say that, yeah.
But also, aesthetically, the stand exhaust to me looks like a pair of baggy balls or a...
Cow's udder.
Cow's udder, yeah.
Yeah. Horrible thing. It's just way too big as well.
Way too big, and it just doesn't look good. With Remus exhaust, we have got, how many tailpipe options did I have?
5.
5, okay, and we've got stainless ones, we've got half carbon ones.
Yeah, gloss black with carbon, full carbon titanium, which you had on your 140, which you're going for again on this.
Yes, which are...
That's one there. Yeah.
Something I made earlier. And that is one thing I became very fond of in my M140, the fact they changed colour.
And you had to go a bit blue, didn't you? Because that was, yeah. Everyone asked if they could do that. You've just got to do...
serious miles.
Yeah, and serious speed limits as well.
Yeah. I think it was the petrol head tours that actually changed the colour, and then I just think it's going to transform the look of my car. So super excited about that. First, I'm going to cut to some footage of me about half an hour ago driving my car with the stand exhaust. The weather outside, unfortunately, is horrific, so wind noise is going to ruin it a little bit for us. Then we're going to go out when the Remus is fitted, and you're hopefully going to see what the difference is. You will see what the difference is, you're going to hear what the difference is.
Yeah, you'll definitely hear it. It's an axle back, and it kind of works as a rear box delete, so it'll be quite a nice system.
And it's called a sports exhaust or a racing exhaust?
Race exhaust, they do two. So you do one for TUV approved, so people in Germany, that sort of stuff, we do a system for them. They are quieter with the valves closed.
Sure.
And obviously when the valve is open, they have a small, tiny little box on the side. Same as what we had at Autosport show you saw.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it'll be interesting to see what these sound like.
Cool, right, let's jump in the car.
At the end of this video, please remember to go and check out my brand new brand, Control and Shift. There'll be a link to the website, Instagram, etc. in the description below. I set up this new exciting venture with my best friend recently, and any of my profits will go straight back into my YouTube channel. So therefore the content should be better, influenced by you buying something like a t-shirt or even a sticker. So please head over and check that out at the end of the video. Thank you. We're gonna go through exhaust sounds with a standard exhaust. It's a horrible day out there. The wind is insane. It's 6 degrees. I've got Jay helping me with external sounds, and also Motech are going to do their own video. So my first test and acceleration is going to be valves closed and accelerating from first up to second gear. I've got a mic on the back as well, so hopefully that's going to pick up some alternative sounds. I really just want to share as much of the sort of sound difference as I can. So this is going to be first to second gear with the valves closed. So just wait for that truck to disappear, and right, here we go. That was up to 5,000 revs, up to 5.5. There's really not much sound from the inside of the car. Mostly you can hear the induction sound from the e-Venturi intake, which is a lovely thing. But obviously you want to be hearing some exhaust sound as well, if not only exhaust sound, sort of over 4,000 or 5,000 revs. Valves are open now, so we're going to do the same thing, accelerate first, second, up to about 5,500 revs. Ready? Here we go. Definitely more sound on the inside of the car, and there should be a fair amount more on the outside of the car too. Hopefully either the mic on the car or Jay's mic has picked that up. Second gear, valves closed. Right, go past him and foot on the floor. That was up to about 5.5, 6,000 revs again. That was the second gear pull into third with the valves closed. Okay, and the final one is going to be second gear. It's the same as before with the valves open. So second gear, rolling up to J and foot on the floor. Definitely hear a bit more inside the cabin, and I'm hoping that's the case in the outside, but it's definitely no race car, that's for sure. I reckon we go and save Jay from freezing his balls off, because it is absolutely frozen out there. So we're back inside the workshop now, and Mike, Magic Mike, is sitting inside the car, and he's just going to do a few revs for us. Firstly, it's going to be valves closed, so inefficiency. All right, go for it, Mike. So what's that revving to, about 3.5? Yeah, 3.5. Okay, cool. Now whack it in Sport Plus. Awesome. As you can hear, it's actually not too horrendous from the outside, but you don't really hear much of that inside the car. Nick, are you able to turn my Tesla into what should be an M2, do you reckon? Thanks, buddy. Right, we've got the car up on the jack, and I thought it'd be a good time for Nick to talk us through an exhaust system, and obviously more specific, this exhaust system, this mess of an exhaust system that we have to deal with in this day and age. So Nick, if you could talk us through sort of from the start, from the front, or the engine to the back, that'd be great.
Okay, right, so obviously the engine's there, you've got your cats for your downpipes to here, obviously pretty much the same as the M3, M4 setup, pretty much the same front pipes. We've got this abomination of emission control rubbish.
So that's the OPF or the PPF or whatever you want to call it. Those two big boxes up there.
Horrendous bit of kit.
Yeah, and that looks heavy as well.
Yeah, massively heavy.
Okay, and then moving on. It doesn't end there.
Then we come to your centre resonator, so to speak.
Yep.
Again, if I'm honest, these don't really do a great deal.
Okay.
Then we track back again. Obviously the huge rear box that sits insanely low.
Yes.
You obviously got your split wide pipe here, with the valve shut. Obviously it will take the direction through here, which is a smaller diameter bore anyway, which is more restrictive.
Yep.
It will go into the centre resonator box here, and then filter back out into the secondary resonator boxes. Obviously with the valves open, it runs through this way. So
Yep.
it's the path of least resistance.
Yep.
But you're still going into a resonator box of sorts.
Yes, which is full of like chicken wire and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, you'll be perforated tubes with chicken wire and cloth and stuff.
Just everything. It's basically like trying to suffocate the poor car all the time. And as you can see, I mean, this is quite good now. It's in the air.
Oh no, it is.
It's a ball bag, or it's a cow udder. It's horrible, and it does look. They could have at least painted. I've seen some that have been painted black, and they don't look too offensive. Yeah. And the ironic thing is, you can see it's an afterthought because there's so much room above it, which is the same size as the ball bag, and the whole ball bag could sit up there. But unfortunately, they're just sagging. And what I'm having fitted here is effectively the back box, so it's replacing all of this, and then what they called connecting pipes.
Yeah, you've got your link pipes.
Link pipes.
Going up to, by the looks of it, somewhere here, just beyond the resonator box.
Yep. So they'll be getting connected. Nick's going to be connecting that. So it's going to be basically from the resonator box backwards, and yeah. So two things: going to be aesthetically 1,000 times prettier, and obviously it's going to increase the sound dramatically. But don't think Remus on an original M2 because of all the strangulation stuff down there. Right then guys, the exhaust is on, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't really excited. We've just driven the mile over to the same spot. The weather's still horrific. If anything, it's a bit worse, so I'm not sure about the external wind noise and stuff, but the exhaust sounds epic. It really does. So hoping that these clips will show you that and demonstrate that in the right way. We're going to start off as before. We're going to start off valves closed. I'm going to pull up to where Jay is. We'll do a standing start with the valves closed. We'll do internal sound, mic sound, and then Jay sound. So here we go. Now with the valves closed, most importantly to me, is it doesn't sound too different to the stock car. You can hear there's a bit more exhaust sound there, but not too different. But that's exactly what I want in my car, because I do a lot of long journeys. The motorway up here, for instance, or the journey up to Motech, for instance, is pretty boring M1, M25 motorway stuff, and I don't want a droney exhaust for that. Just like with my M140, it was great when the valves were closed. It was really good. Sounds so good, so good, so good. And with the window open, as I experienced on the way up here, it just, from the outside, it sounds epic. It really, really does. So we'll just go back around. Okay, so now we're going to do a second gear pull past Jay. Valves are closed for this first one. Right, ready? And second gear pull. The car feels faster because I can hear more sound, which is probably common sense to most people, but it might sound a bit funny as well at the same time. But yeah, no more Tesla, no more Tesla. Final pull, second gear, valves open, past Jay. So second gear, I'm at 2000 RPM and put my foot down. Oh yes, oh yes. Oh, the overrun. Let's now do a external exhaust sound inside of Motech to see what it sounds like compared to what the stock one sounded like. So I've got my sexy and glamorous assistant Mike sitting in the car because Bonnie wasn't available. Right, Mike, let's fire it up, mate. Oh. So obviously that is a warm start there. Inefficiency. That sounds awesome. Right, and into to open the valves into Sport Plus. Oh. Oh. That is insane, absolutely insane. And look, no saggy balls, no cow udder, nothing. That sounds mega. I'm so pleased. Guys, thanks a lot for watching another video of mine. Mike, Bonnie, Jay, and Nick, who's done a runner. Thanks as always, and yeah, special thanks to Remus for building such an amazing exhaust. I mean, I don't know how just a back box has transformed, well, I was going to say transformed the sound, but there was no sound to start with, so turned it into a real little beast, and I can't wait to drive it on a nice hot summer's day on the petrol head tours with a bit of sound. So yeah, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Check in the link below as well, obviously, for links to Motech and the actual exhaust system in there. It's, you know, they do Remus exhaust for everything, not just BMWs and M2s. Make sure to check that and check their YouTube channel. Give them a sub. Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll see you at the next one.